Your man out of Japan, Jay Contra here. We are visiting one of my favorite stores. I mean, just of all the places that I could go to, this is one of my favorite places. I'm calling it Hard Off of the Northern Virginia area. It is so weird in the amount of things that they have, but also just the weird way that they've sorted everything and how they just put all of this crap on the shelves. But we are going to see some amazing, best ever big box PC games that have ever been produced, and we're gonna find even some cool things that I've spent at least 200 hours plus playing back in the day. You can see from the very beginning about how slapdash and haphazard everything in this store appears. But in there we have some gems, like this complete copy of StarCraft. Probably one of my favorite, if not my favorite, RTS of all time. And I would have bought this copy because I have the disc in the jewel case, but I do not have the box. But if it just wasn't for this rip here, I would totally have bought this game. Because they normally just flat price everything that's about $10, sometimes $15 on their games. Look at this bedlam. I saw a bunch of different copies of this game in the store, and I was fascinated. It looks isometric, looks like it's almost a bit Fallout-y in terms of, like, I'm talking like Fallout 1 and 2 in sort of the visuals, and I have no idea what that game is, but it looked pretty cool. And then this, man, this is real tempting. This is an original copy of The Sims. You can even see it's got the Best Buy label down there on the bottom. It was originally selling for $49.99. You can buy it as is for $10. And I spent so much time playing The Sims when I was a kid that I really, really want this box. And I might have to go back and get it now that I think about it. We got here. Oh, is this? Yep, Call of Duty 2. So this place has some really good prices. It also has some really bad prices. Like, why would you spend $15 on a Game of the Year edition of Call of Duty 2? I don't know. I'm pretty sure you could find it cheaper elsewhere. But because of that flat pricing, sometimes you find something like, copies of StarCraft or Warcraft. Or iWork, the original iWork for $25. Why? Why would you? See, the thing is, a lot of this stuff, it's going to sit here forever because no one's going to buy it. Because who's going to spend $25 on a copy of iWork? And then this was really interesting. You can see I'm having some difficulty pulling it out. But this is Starfleet Academy. And I love it. It's got original footage filmed that has special appearances by, you can see there on the left, George Takei and Walter Koenig there on the right as Captain Sulu and Chekhov. I have not actually played Starfleet Academy, but I actually really want to. By Interplay! That would be so cool. Like, if I could make a Windows 95 machine, I would love to do it. Oh yeah, and then I saw these two here. Yeah, South Park Rally by Acclaim. $15, and they got that. You can see there, they wrote on the top that they got it in December of 2018, so it's been sitting there for at least a couple of years. And some of these things, because they have like heavy boxes on top of them, it's hard for me to pull it out. Let's see, what is this? Leonard Nimoy's Primortals. $10. An interactive comic book. That was a big thing back in the late 90s, was interactive comic books. I don't know what we were thinking. What is this? PlanetSide. Not $50, $10. $10 for PlanetSide. A lot of these games, I have fond memories of a bunch of these games. Red Alert 2 I never did play. But some of these, I'm just fascinated by the boxes on them. And if we had Red Alert 2 in the box, I probably would have bought it. Because I'd love to do a Command & Conquer set. So what do we got here? A lot of different things. Men in Black, 4 CDs. Card games, a lot of like shovelware, but Doom 3, Sim City Societies. I remember that's when they were like trying to, was it after like SimCity 4 that came out with that? Empire at War. So I remember buying Empire at War. It's the Star Wars RTS I loved this game back in the day. But I remember I bought Empire at War and it did not have a CD key with it. For some reason, the copy that I bought did not have a CD key with it, so I got screwed by that. And then Star Wars Galaxies. Oh, I remember. This is when I found out about the hell world of playing PC games because on the computer that I had when I was in high school, it did not have a dedicated graphics card. So when I bought Star Wars Galaxies and found out that my integrated, Pentium 4 graphics, the integrated graphics on that chip wasn't able to run Star Wars Galaxies, I got pissed. I was so angry that I could not play Star Wars Galaxies on my high school computer. I mean, well, and now no one can play Star Wars Galaxies. And again, yeah, like $15 for Half-Life 2. I mean, I guess if you really want the box, you can go ahead and get this one with the G-Man on it. And then this is something that I saw throughout the store, but they have copies of World of Warcraft, Burning Crusade, Wrath of the Lich King, and a couple of others that I'm guessing what someone did was, they used the code from the inside of the box. They used that as their CD key, and then they just, traded this in to the store. So I'm pretty sure this is like actually useless. And I mean, CD key being used aside, because obviously World of Warcraft's had like 10 more expansions since then. But I think as a collectible item, I'm actually seriously considering getting this because, I love the classic World of Warcrafts, Burning Crusade especially. So $10 just to have a complete in-box version, I think that'd be great. So many things here. Look at all the Call of Duty 2 copies they have. Oh, and Where in the USA is Carmen Sandiego. I remember playing a really basic version of that when I was in like second grade on like the Mac computers that they had at my elementary school. Oh, Halo. I love PC Halo. I actually have that somewhere. And then look at all the Sims 2 stuff that they have. Deluxe, Pets, Seasons. Oh, Supreme Commander 2. I had a friend who was really big into Supreme Commander. Actually, no. Do I have Supreme Commander? I might. Apocalyptica? Well, I don't know what that is. Seen it. Champions Online. SimCity Societies. I might have to get that just to check it out. City of Heroes. I remember City of Heroes was one after... Oh, Supreme Commander. No, I have Supreme Commander, not Supreme Commander 2. Because what was the original one? It was like... I had a friend who loved the original Supreme Commander. Like the one that came out before it. And he said it was better than StarCraft, but I would think the opposite. True Crime, Empire of Magic, Battlefield 2 Special Forces, and look at all those EverQuests. Is EverQuest still around, or did World of Warcraft? I mean, it's probably got a limited following, but I mean, when you think about like Final Fantasy 14 being out and World of Warcraft, Sins of a Solar Empire, I love Sins of a Solar Empire. The only problem is that I do not understand why you're supposed to build the littler ships. I only build the big capital ships, and I was able to beat the computer that way. But I'm also not a very good strategy player, as people who have seen my streams can attest to. Oh, there's a copy of Cataclysm. What is this? Oh, Enter the Matrix, the computer game, $5. I remember the big deal that I remember reading in EGM about Enter the Matrix was that you could input console commands, and you could actually open up your PlayStation 2 by putting in the right commands in. And they was like, ooh, I'm a hacker. I can open up my PS2 CD drive. And what is it? Oh, Legion. $20 for a box copy of Legion. Who's going to buy this? Who wants a box copy of Legion these days? And then here are, of course, all the copies of World of Warcraft. I've still got my World of Warcraft CDs. I don't have the box, unfortunately. I wish I had kept my computer game boxes. I've still got the clamshell ones, though. Deus Ex Invisible War and Shadowbane, Rise of Chaos. What is this? Oh, Cinemaware? Marquee? Oh, I was just fascinated by this box. I just thought it looked... Oh, Darwinia. That was the game. I thought it just looked really cool. I just wanted to take a look at it. More Sims. Even more Sims. Making Magic. Oh, this is the original Sims. Ooh, yeah. That would be so cool to get that complete copy that they had and then pick up some of these. I know they're probably going to be about $10 a piece. If they were like $10, like I don't need to spend $10 for Living Large, but like $5, yeah, I'd do that. And then Guild Wars. This game actually got me out of World of Warcraft because I was playing. I don't think I had Burning Crusade at that point, but this is, I think, the game that I played in the break between World of Warcraft Vanilla and Burning Crusade. I just played a bit of Guild Wars with my friends because my guild sort of moved from World of Warcraft to Guild Wars and then back to World of Warcraft. And then Factions. Oh yeah, that was like the standalone, right? This is really taking me back. I used to be so into PC gaming. Now I'm into console gaming. Oh, and are you smarter than a fifth grader? Based on the hit television show. Really beat up, unfortunately. But then 3,000 challenging questions just for $10. Why wouldn't you? And Political Machine. How many copies of SimCity Societies have we seen now? Like 4? 3 at least. Madagascar. Alone in the Dark. Madden 06. Cold War. I wonder if they have... What was that Cold War game? There was the one where it's got like the Statue of Liberty on the front of it and it's voiced by Alec Baldwin and they paid for the rights to Everybody Wants to Rule the World. Oh, Orion Pirates. This wasn't a Starfleet Command. I think I might have played a Starfleet Command game. I think I had a friend who had it, so I played it on his PC a little bit. Oh, Dawn of War. Yeah, I remember the original Dawn of War. I prefer the tabletop game, I will say, but, in a pinch, you gotta play Dawn of War. And then I love, the pinball games. $5 for a cool pinball game. I wonder if that's Windows 98. And Extreme Pinball. You didn't think pinball was enough? How about Extreme Pinball? By Electronic Arts. Oh, this is one of my favorite places. I love the stuff that they have. Blood Wings, Pumpkinhead's Revenge, a Motion Picture Corporation of America, Interactive. Did they become Virgin? I remember Virgin Interactive merged with a few companies. And then, Knights of the Old Republic 2. $15, steep, of course. And actually, isn't Knights of the Old Republic getting... I think they're in 2021, they're going to get a remake, sort of, or like a remaster. But I loved KOTOR 2 simply because I think it had the better story. It had all of the mechanics of the first game, but with the, the Obsidian sort of Black Isle... Remember Black Isle? Was that Obsidian? Did they change their names? Or, the people moved from one company to the other? Knights of the Old Republic 2 has the better story, I would say. Knights of the Old Republic 1, great. Fantastic game. I still have the original CDs from the game that I played. I really should have gotten that. What is that? MacBook Camp? And then Nightfire. I'm actually looking for a console version of Nightfire. I completely forgot that it had come out for the PC. And there it's all in the big box glory. Blackjack, Gladiators. Oh, man. Oh, and then this is, if you want to see just the random stuff that they have, then they just have some, old comic books. Like these old, tall comic books. What was that? Strike Force Moritus? I don't know. Oh, and then I remember this. Yeah, I remember some of the things we'll find here. I'll keep it just so I can grab your attention with them. But Guinness World Records 2013 and 2010. FileMaker Pro. Oh, yeah. Oh, what do we see here? What do we get? Oh, but I love this. Yes. Secrets of Stargate by Compton's New Media. I love the original Stargate movie. I love SG-1 as well. And then Tribes 2. I remember I downloaded a demo for Tribes 2. That was a weird game. I could never get into it for whatever reason. And so I've got to move all of this just crap around so I can get to what I really want, which is the making of an epic adventure film. Oh man. And look at that. There's just stuff on the floor there. Here's Fargate. Not to be confused with Stargate, it is Fargate. And then what's there on the floor? What is this? Napoleonic Cossacks 2. I love that there was Napoleonic Cossacks, and it sold well enough that they actually made a sequel. And then there's another copy of Burning Crusade just sitting around. Man, that makes me feel like I might get back into the Shadowlands. That was the newest. If you're watching this in the future, I'm dating this by saying that Shadowlands released a couple of days ago. But I might get back in. We'll see. Play it for a little bit, level up a few alts. Just look at all this junk. This is why I think this is the hard off of the East Coast, because it gives me very hard off vibes, if not in organization, at least in stuff that they have. And there we got the original Tribes, the ultimate in first-person squad warfare. So you can get Tribes 1 and Tribes 2. Get a nice big box PC collection. Urban Chaos. Ooh, this is one of those that I was just fascinated with the cover. By Eidos. I'd love to play more Eidos games. I think that'd be so cool. Fear 2, remember when that was a big game back in the day? So much stuff. Yeah, I cannot believe. And then Rainbow Six. I remember getting Rainbow Six for the N64 and being just blown away by how different of a game it was compared to regular first-person shooters. Crisis Warhead, Eon, Dawn of War 2. Oh yes, and this is the thing. I loved not World of Warcraft. I also love World of Warcraft, but Warcraft 3. I really wanted to get this, but if you look at the bottom left, there's a lot of like damage to the front. I just wanted this just for like a collection piece. But it wasn't in as good of a condition as I would have loved it, because I used to have Warcraft 3, but I think my like CD broke. Or no, that was Frozen Throne. I actually played Frozen Throne so many times that I'm slamming it into my CD drive that I actually broke my original Frozen Throne disc. And actually, from this store, I bought a complete copy of Frozen Throne. We got Thief, Final Fantasy 11. Oh, and this is the game. I have spent so much of my life playing Rome Total War and all of the subsequent Total Wars that to get this complete, that would be a jewel of my collection. And $10. 10 measly dollars. I gotta go back. I have to go back to the store. Because I need this is the game I bought. This is actually the edition I bought. I didn't buy original Rome 2. I hadn't heard about it. I bought the gold edition that had Barbarian Invasion. I must have spent at least 200 hours playing both of those games. And then then they have like a Darkness Ablaze Pokemon Elite Trainer box. I'm assuming someone has opened all of the cards in there, but like $10 for that? Like what? What is that? Why? Like, I cannot believe someone, this is probably like mid 2000s, I cannot believe someone named a game Viet Cong Purple Haze. What were they thinking? I cannot believe that they did that. There's just so much weird stuff here. And the Company of Heroes. Company of Heroes is that like the highest rated RTS of all time now? I like Company of Heroes, but it's not StarCraft to me. It's not StarCraft. It's not Warcraft. I'd say it probably is like it's like a third to them. It was great. And then look at this, a complete inbox, beautiful gold holographic copy of Civilization 2. Where do you find that? I've got to go back. That's still sitting in that store. Oh my god. I love Civilization 2 I think has showed its age, but man, is the Civilization series such a good series. It would just be good as a collection piece. So this is my favorite electronics store I've ever been in, and I would actually even rate it higher than Hard Off, just because of the weird stuff that it has. Hard Off sometimes has weird stuff. This place is so crazy that I am giving it the honorary title of Hard Off of the United States. And you can find it in the Northern Virginia area. And if I don't want to reveal it just to protect my privacy, but if you've ever been to a place like this, we need to treasure these places. You need to support these businesses, because if these are gone, how are we going to find stuff like a very near mint copy of Civilization 2 Gold Edition? I've been your man out of Japan, Jake Contra. Thanks for joining me on this deep dive in games that are neither console nor Japanese, but boy do I love old PC games. Modern PC games too, but the old ones especially. Thanks for watching, and mahalo. If you'd like to see exclusive Japanese game collecting videos and have access to polls that help decide the future of the channel, you can head over to patreon.com/jcontra.